Hello guys and welcome to Fuck League. This is a new league which I just joined and it has a very competitive field. We have Victor, Chicane, Inkwood 76, RJD, Mike, Grave, Marint 9000, all of the big names in F1 2011 and 2012, and it is going to be just an epic race. You will see. We are on my qualifying lap now. As I have DRS, I used curve before my before the straight Turkish wine. I'm sorry. I screwed it up a little. Anyway, this swap is far from my best. I am under big pressure as I am the new one in this league. I mean, Mike has played with these players. Victor has done one race with them too, and yeah, I'm the new one. I know Mike, I know Victor, but RJD, oh, I forgot, there is one guy, can't really remember his name, but he is David. He's in a Zauber, you will see in a little, and he's very quick too, but he hasn't done any 100% races, I mean full races, so yeah, he will be fast in qualifying, but he will lack pace in the first stint. And you will now see I lose 2/10 on the last corner only to my best final sector. I broke very early. I have no idea why I've done this, but yeah, I lose 2/10 just there, and it is 131.5. And yeah, I got outqualified by 0.030. But anyway, we are second on the grid, which is a very good position. I usually suck at qualifying. Usually I'm around 4th on the grid. And oh, by the way, I forgot to say, Kifwa and Zomaker left the league, this league before it started, and the whites are off. Anyway, I'll tell that later. I use curse, a lot of curse. I am trying to make some ground to David, and he broke later for turn 1, but yeah, I pass him on turn 1, but he pushes me a little, and yeah, I lose the place, and he would have the racing wine anyway. But yeah, probably it was due to the connection. I don't think he pushed me on purpose. And yeah, anyway, I touched the grass a little. I didn't mean to do it, but yeah, the car just understeers like hell. When you are slipstreaming someone in this game, the car just understeers incredibly. I mean, you can't just drive like you do when you are alone. And it sucks, because the advantage I get on the straights from the slipstream is very little, and the amount of time I lose in the corners is just huge. And yeah, it sucks a little, but yeah, anyway, it seems David has had some curse left. As you can see him making a little gap here, and yeah, you can see due to the slipstream I can't take that corner. I usually take it without lifting off, without any problem at all, but I run wide, and Mike is behind us. I am in behind David, and David is wagging, so this may be a problem, but I don't think it will be. As you can see, Mike closed down to me a lot, so he brakes for turn 1 later, which is strange. I mean, I couldn't do that, but he is in a Williams, and it's a known fact that the Williams is the fastest car in the corners. Mine should have the most traction, and the Zauber in front should be the fastest in a straight line. And when I tested, the Williams and the Toro Rosso were equally fast. I could do the same lap times. The Williams had better rear end for some reason, but yeah, it wasn't that much of a problem. But the Sauber was 2/10 faster in the qualifying lap. Probably with full fuel heavy car it could be different. I haven't checked, but yeah, at least in qualifying I could do 2/10 faster for a full lap in a Sauber. And David walked a little bit, and yeah, this time I could take the corner, but I think I lift off just to take the corner thanks to the slipstream effects, understeer effect from the slipstream. And Victor is trying to close us down, and Mike behind me is slipstreaming me, and he's very close. I used half of my cars and he couldn't pass me. I don't know if he even tried to pass me, but anyway, I am alongside David and I pass him on the outside of turn 2, and now Mike and David are battling. So now I'm first on the third lap, and the only guy who was equally fast or faster, depends, in practice was Victor, so he's fourth now. And if I don't make a mistake through a race, it will be okay. But as you can see, I walk up here and I go into the gravel. I think Perez did something similar. He blocked his rear tires, I think, actually. But yeah, he went into the gravel and retired in 2012. But it was Kobayashi. No, Kobayashi finished on the podium, so it was Perez. I'm not very sure. I go wide here. Anyway, I got wide there because I have not grass, but yeah, my tires just don't get down. But anyway, we have Victor in front of us by 2.4 seconds, and my tires still don't have their full grip, but yeah, I think now they do. When you run off the track, take some grass or sand or whatever, you have less grip. Oh, I've gained 4 tenths of a second, 4 tenths of a second just in the last sector, so that's pretty good. But anyway, Victor is catching up to Mike and David. Oh, and as you can see, the Sauber is second, so Mike has passed David, and David was holding up Mike, so Mike now is going to be able to make a gap, and I will have to close down very fast, as I made a very stupid mistake by walking out there, and I've done that quite a lot actually in practice, but I have no idea why I'm walking up so much. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I just remembered 1 week and a half later that I used 20% brake saturation, and I had forgotten about this. I could put it down. I was walking up a lot on that race. Anyway, that's past. It doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, and this league will have 14 races, but only 12 of them will count. So you can, I can miss 1-2 races, and even if I go to all the 14 races, only my best 12 results will count. And Victor now is slipstreaming, and I'm in the fast travel race, but Victor is slipstreaming David, and then battling for second place. But David doesn't seem to want to give that position back, and they both run wide. I don't know if there was a contact or something, but Victor passes David, so probably there was contact. I don't know why they both run wide, but anyway, I'm now all over David's rear wing. And I now use curse. He had a worse exit of that turn, so I could pass him. I'm sorry, I don't really remember when and what I've done, The race was almost 2 weeks ago, so yeah, I will watch alongside you, and I know some of the things that will happen, but I don't remember in details. And by the guy in the hour, I mean Sofaterin or something like that. So yeah, I can't even read his name. This is why I can't remember it. It's too complicated. So yeah. Oh, and he said he couldn't record, so he had 13 FPS or something like that. So yeah, you can watch Victor's highlights videos on his channel, and Mike's too, but yeah, David doesn't make any videos, I think.
I'm really sorry guys,
At least I haven't seen it.
leave the
But anyway, I used DRS, and probably Victor used curse because yeah, I could pass him if he didn't, I think. I mean, I was slip streaming, I was using DRS, mixture, so yeah, I had to pass him, but I couldn't even close that much. So yeah, he probably used all of his curse. Maybe this will benefit for me, but I lose in the exact place that I passed David. Now I lost time completely, so this time I made it bad. Oh, and David now is 1.4 seconds behind me, so David has made a mistake, which is just lacking pace a lot. But yeah, I told you that David is going to be very competitive in the last two streams, especially in the last one, but at the first stint with the heavy car, he's probably going to be competitive after China, or maybe Bahrain. I don't know who will have Bahrain actually. Maybe we won't race at every single race, we will have only 50 races. So we may miss him, but I think we won't, as we will miss Canada. And anyway, oh, by the way, you will be able to watch my highlights video probably next Monday, Tuesday. But anyway, now I am using curse, and Victor has made a mistake on the last turn, so I'm alongside Victor. I use DRS, he probably uses all of his curse, but he can't repass me. He's on the outside of turn 1. I leave him space, but on the outside, so yeah, he just stays on the track, and I had some wheel spin there. By the way, the Toro Rosso is the best car when it comes down to traction, but I used a different setup which actually kills traction. So yeah, I don't have any traction at all. You will see on the wall speed corners I use I wheel spin, and I'm not even aggressive on the throttle. I just wheel spin a lot. But Victor behind me made a mistake. Now we have Mike in front, and Mike I think hasn't played for a while this game, but I'm not sure. At least I haven't played with him for a while. So Mike will be struggling this race for pace, but yeah, usually Mike is the dominating one, but things have changed a little, and now we're on lap 8, and you can see Mike is pitting, so I will be able to rejoin first if I make a good lap, because with the cold prime tires he will be sliding a lot, so I can pass him if I make a good lap. As you can see, I'm on mixed tree, no one is around me, but I make a mistake, I take some grass. Now I have to take a few corners slower thanks to that, and yeah, I seem to usually be able to maximize my abilities when pressure kicks in, but this race it was the opposite. I don't know why, but yeah, I was struggling for pace compared to my practice pace at the first and second stint. So yeah, you see why I want to join first. I made the exact same mistake. And I was talking for something else. Couldn't really commentate good on that, but yeah. I now swiped all over the place like Mike probably does, but not that much, because he has grip in the tiles that are just cold. And yeah, I will rejoin at the best second, but David is just behind me, so I don't know. We will see. I mean, I know, but you don't know, and you will see. And I switch to mix 1 and go to the beat. And yeah, I rejoin 5th. But anyway, Texan in front hasn't beaten. I mean, he started on prime tiles. There were a few guys that started on prime tiles. I forgot about them. And yeah, these are the new guys to me, so I don't know Texan, but he seems to be streaming for grip, and I pass him even before the DRS, I think, or maybe in the very beginning of the DRS zone. And yeah, I break for the 1, he loses time, and now he will lose time in sector 1 due to the slipstream effect. And now we have Mike in front, so Mike has lost time behind Texan probably. I don't remember it. Yeah, I think it was behind Texan. Now he's getting up 16, and I am still behind Mike, and he's catching up to someone. I think this is include because it's a Force India, but I'm not sure. I think it is include. But we will confirm a little bit later when his name pops up. And I am at this point faster than Mike, but I can pass him, and Mike is one of the best guys when it comes down to defending. He just, maybe he's the strongest person I have played against that can defend. I mean, he is now slower than me, but I can't overtake him. The same was at Canada, where he was slower than me, and I just couldn't overtake him, and other things happened. But that was on Apex Racing Click, which doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it is Include, so we have Include. And Mike is behind Include, and I'm behind Mike. David has lost time to me. So we are just the 4 actually of us. Someone is behind Include too. I think it's Mr. but I don't know what happened. Just the curb spun me. I never lift off for that corner, and I just spun. So yeah, I had to cut the corner a little because with so much sand, or it's not sand, but yeah. Anyway, we skipped to up 19. From that bug I got very angry, and I remember I lost pace due to that. And I woke up now trying to pass on the inside of Include, and I do pass him, but remember, Include is on the prime tiles, he is on the first team, so if he switches to Whiskey to 12, I had no time to talk. But yeah, I made such fast switches because I was going to get even more long, and I passed Mistro on that stage, but he just, I don't know, stopped into me for some reason at the breaking point. And yeah, let's see how far is Mike. Mike is 4.7 seconds, and I have a purple sector too. And yeah, I break a little early actually, I think, from that corner. But anyway, the guy in front of me just, I don't know what he did, but he crashed. So I lose my best lap. I mean, it could be a fastest one, but anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. And now 3.7 seconds to Mike, and I think I'm on new tires. Yeah, no more pit stop, so I am on new prime tires, which are cold. Yeah, I remember now. And I take grass, which removes grip too. And I take grass too. Again here, swipe a little, swipe here, swipe again. And yeah, I just lose too much time. I have grass on my tires, and Inkwood is trying to pass me on the inside, but he's on old prime, so I just repass him on the outside on that corner. But yeah, Inkwood is on the prime tires, which are maybe 20 laps old, or even more, I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, he's on old tires, he will pit soon. And he's going to be on the option tires at the last stint. We skipped lap 46, I think I made a mistake here. I'm closing down to Mike, and yeah, I brake too late here, and I go wide. As you can see, I make too many mistakes on this race. It was most likely due to the pressure, and yeah, I screw up. I mean, Mike is definitely slower, as you will see now, but I just couldn't capitalize. I mean, if the bug didn't happen and if I didn't make mistakes, I would have won that race, and not only with a big gap, because when I make a big gap, Mike will probably quit. I mean, he won't push that hard, he will just finish second. And yeah, now as you can see, even now I still have some grass on the tires. I mean, I had before I took even more, but now my tires are clear. The grass stays way too long on the tires. Now I brake as late as possible and run a little bit wide here, but the bug with the curves happened again, so I spun again, and I was 7 seconds behind Mike, and now we will see, I think it was 16 seconds, and my fronts, due to the walking up and grass and gravel and yeah, fucked up. And yeah, anyway, 16.4 seconds to Mike, so yeah, we have just 5-6 laps to go more, so I don't think it will be a surprise for me now when you see that I won't win. But anyway, this is my fastest lap on the race, which I screwed up, and could be the fastest lap on the race, the whole race, but now you will see. I brake very good for turn 1, but I fuck up the second part of the turn 1, sorry, number. And yeah, that was a very little mistake, but you will see now, I was, yeah, on this corner I could take it better. This corner I could take it a lot better, so I lose, I think, yeah, in this corner. So these three corners, I think I lose 4/10 of a second, because I am equally fast with rich mixture, and usually on first sector, which with mixture you gain 4/10 of a second. So I lose 4/10 of a second there. I lose a little bit time here because I walked up, but it is still going to be a decent lap, at least compared to Mike's best lap, which I'm happy about. And yeah, I could take this corner faster too, but yeah, when you are on the race you just don't see the things you see now when watching this video. And yeah, now we are 2/10 faster from my last lap, but I don't remember what was my last lap, but now Mike is 13 seconds in front, so I cooked over a second, I think, on this one. And yeah, if I used mixture here, I would get the fastest lap of the race, because it is 35.394, and you can see the fastest lap of the race is 0.389. So yeah, very little difference, and the lap was full with mistakes. So yeah, I'm happy with the second place, because I fucked up too much. And yeah, I wasn't actually happy when the race ended, but now when I think about it, second place is 18 points, it's very good, so at least it's a very competitive grid, so yeah, second place is very good and I'm very happy. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, goodbye.